Hello everyone. In this video, I am now going to discuss about the Dijkstra's algorithm over this graph, over this weighted graph. And you are asked to find a shortest path between source node, here we choose the source node as A and our destination node as F. So we have to find out the shortest node between A and F. So, iteration 1. Iteration 1. In iteration 1, we always choose A is the source node. So, what will be the level of our source node? In our previous video, we have already discussed about the leveling, about the temporary and the permanent node of intermediate nodes. Okay. So, for source node, the level is 0 null. Because the first parameter denotes the distance, as A is the mother node, starting node, so the distance is 0 and A is reachable from A, that is null. So for A, okay, and make the status permanent. So level of a node uj, level of a node, level of a jth node, we can use this level uj comma I. That is the jth node can be accessed from ith node, and the distance from I to j is uj. Okay, so this uj can be replaced with the value ui plus dij. Dij, that is the weight of the edge between I and jth node, dij, and ui means the distance from source node to ith node. Okay. So after the first iteration, we get, as A is the starting node, we get the level of A as 0, null, and make this as permanent. Iteration 2. So in iteration 2, so after first iteration, A becomes the permanent node. So in iteration 2, there are two nodes that can be achieved from source node A, that is B and C. Okay. So we write node, its level and its status. So our first node is A and its level is 0 null and its status is permanent. Our next node that can be accessed from A are B and C. And initially all the intermediate nodes are made temporary, level temporary. Why? If there are any path shorter than the current level, then we can replace the temporary level status to permanent status. So this is temporary and temporary. So what are the levels for B and C? So this B can be accessed from A with the distance 2. So 0 plus 2, and the second parameter, as from A we can access this B, so this will be A. Similarly for node C, the distance is 3 if we access from A, so 0 plus 3, this is the ui, this is 0, A. Now if there are 2 or 3 or 4, more than 2 temporary nodes, then we have to take the node which has minimum uj value. That is, for B node we have uj value 2, and for C node we have uj value 3. So which one is smaller? B is smaller. So we can take, after iteration 2, we make this B node to temporary. So this will become temporary. This will become permanent. This will become our permanent node, and the value is, here the value is 2a, and here the value is 3a. So after the second iteration, B node becomes permanent. Okay. Now iteration 3. In iteration 3, node E and C can be accessed from node B. That is, successor of B. Your present permanent is B. So the successor of B are E and C. This can be reached from B. So you have to take the next node as E. So E. Okay. And make status of E as temporary. Okay. So this is our iteration 3. Now this C can be reached either direct from A or via B. Now B is permanent, so you have to go for through B. Then what will be the value? Then the value will be 2 plus 2.3, 2 plus 2.3 comma B. That is, this C can be achieved via B with the cost 2 plus 2.3. Okay. And what will be the value of E? The value of E, this can be achieved via B. So 2 plus 1.7 B. 2 plus 1.7. So the level of C, 3A or 2 plus 2.3B. Which one is smaller? Obviously 3A is smaller. So C will choose this path, A to C path. It will discard this via path, B path, because this path is greater than this direct path. So the value now becomes 3A. Okay, 3A. Now after iteration 3, there are two temporary nodes, C and E. But C has a value 3A, that is, C can be accessed from directly A with the cost 3, and E can be accessed from B with the cost 2 plus 1/3 or 1.7, 3.7. So which one is smaller? This one is smaller. So we can make this temporary status of C node as permanent. Okay. Next, iteration 4. Next, iteration 4. Iteration 4, node level and status. So from the previously computed value, we can put node A with the value 0 null, and it is permanent. We write P for permanent, T for temporary, B with the value 2A, B with the value 2A, and make this permanent, C permanent, and the value 3A. Now E with the value 3.7B, 3.7B, and this is temporary. Now at the beginning of iteration 4, so C now becomes permanent. At the beginning of iteration 4, this D can be accessed from C. So you have to introduce this D. So you have to introduce this D. Now, E also can be accessed via C. So the path will be, distance from A is 3A. So 3 plus 5.4. 3 plus 5.4 comma C. Okay. And the value of D and Uj at this point, at D point, that is 3 plus 1.5. 3 plus 1.5 comma C. That is via C. And the status is temporary. Okay. The status is temporary. So 3.7 and 3 plus 4.5. So E will always choose this via B path and it will discard via C path, because this path A to C and C to E, the cost is greater than this path A to B, B to E. So this will become, it will discard the via C path, and to reach E from B, the cost is 3.7 B. Okay, and the cost of D, and the cost of D is 3 plus 1.5, that is 4.5 comma C. So after iteration 4, at the end point of iteration 4, we have two temporary values with the cost 3.7, 4.5. So 3.7 is smaller, so node E now becomes the permanent. Node E now becomes the permanent node. Okay. Next, we go for next iteration, iteration 5. Fifth iteration. Okay. This is 4.5 from C. In the next iteration, if this last node can be accessed from E, so you have to introduce this F and make the status of this F node as temporary node. Okay. Now, what will be the level of F node? So this can be accessed from E node. So 3.7 plus 3.3 and via E node, and this can be accessed via E node. Okay. Similarly, this D node can be accessed via E node with the cost 3.7 plus 3, with the cost 3.7 plus 3 and via E node. Okay, this is the correct scenario of iteration 5. Now 4.5 and 3.7 plus 3, which one is smaller? Obviously 4.5 is smaller, so this D node can be accessed via only C, because this is the short. So this discard this via path through E, to discard this via path. Now, at the end of iteration 5, we have two temporary nodes, B and F, but the cost of D, reaching cost of D is 4.5 and F is 3.7 plus 3.3. So 4.5 is smaller, so we just make this as permanent. So D node, the status of D now becomes permanent. Okay. Next, we have to move for last iteration, iteration 6, because this is the last node. F is the last node. So iteration 6. So this F, this last node can be reached either via E or via D. If we take this path that is via E, then the cost will be up to E, the cost is 3.7 plus 3.3. So 3.7 plus 3.3. But if we take the via D path, then what will be the cost? The cost will be 4.5 plus 2.3. 4.5 plus 2.3, and this is via D path, okay. So which one is smaller? Obviously this one, 4.5 plus 2.3, that is via D path, is the smaller. So if discard this via path, that is via E path. So the value of F now becomes 6.8 and from D. 6.8 and from D. And as this is the last node, so this becomes status becomes smaller. Okay. So F node label is 6.8 and the immediate predecessor is D. Okay. And so F is the permanent. This D can be traced from 4.5 C. This C can be traced from 3.8. 3.8. And then A is the 0. Now. So what is the path? Shortest path, A to C. Then C to D, and then D to F, with the cost 6.8. So this is the shortest path from A to the destination F. Okay, this is the single source shortest path. So the total weight is 6.8, and the path is A, C, D, F. Thank you.